as we all know, JayZ's name has been in the news, sprinkled in the news, not even sprinkled. His name has been in the news a lot lately due to Diddy being arrested for SA racketeering charges. We all are familiar with the case. His name done been pushed in there for reasons that really none of us know yet. It's just, oh, he's evil. He's been keeping people past their will, and we haven't heard none of these people. We haven't seen any of these people. The moves that JayZ has been making lately, he's not only been protecting his assets, but also his upcoming moves that we're gonna get to in a minute. But I'm here now on this video because just like I told y'all in previous videos, this is turning out exactly the way that I'm telling y'all. First, I told y'all that Piers Morgan was actually, the way he handled that was actually on JayZ's side.
Look, Clive Davis is not here to respond to that, nor is JayZ. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about JayZ and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to JayZ and Beyonce.
Actually get his C&D. He got a warning. A C&D was gonna come after that. He just got a call from a lawyer. They took her part of the interview. But that was a strategic media move to shut her down and to send a warning without even really having to spend a lot of time, energy, and money. It send a message easy to all the other mainstream media platforms. What else did I tell y'all? I told y'all that this was gonna trickle down. It was gonna go to social media at some point. Well, Jaguar Wright last night was on Corey Holcomb's 5150 show. It was a very good show. I rocks with Jaguar Wright. Her as a person is different than the stuff she be doing, you know, on real life productions. That's different. I really got to see her as a person. I'm 100% sure I ran into her on a tour before, but that's another topic. But I got to see her as a person. And yeah, I could see very similar. She's an industry FBA chick, very similar. That was one of the best episodes I've seen in 5150. Y'all should check it out. But there were some things that I noticed. One of the funniest things I noticed is Craig, the entire episode, he wanted to call some stuff out.
Fighting in bed in the morning over the Frosted Flakes with a dildo on the bed in the background.
Well, Craig said,
What was it?
There was a dildo on the bed when Kevin Hart was, this is crazy, Puff. I bet you feeling that way right now, too.
Oh, shit.
Gotta let the sister cook, man.
No, it's just so funny to me. Like, you gotta understand.
Corey was like, nah, let her cook.
Gotta let the sister cook, man.
No, it's just.
There was something else I noticed. But before we get too far in this video, please do me one small favor. Apply pressure to that subscribe button. She didn't really talk about JayZ on this episode. And I highly doubt that was from Corey telling her, don't talk about that. Because he even told Craig, nah, let her cook. She didn't mention JayZ. She mentioned his name one time when talking about Beanie Siegel as far as they should get their own record label.
I used to argue with Reek and Amir all the time. And I would say, yo, we just need to do our own thing. We got enough. And they just kept wanting to buy into the system. And Amir became so enthralled with being attached to JayZ, being attached to that brand. And they signed the Def Jam. Like, everything, it was even Steven when they left MCA. If they had started their own label, maybe Beanie Siegel would still have one of his lungs. You know, it's like, it's like wild to me because see.
Why you laughing, Craig?
That was random than a motherfucker.
No, it's true.
They took the nigga lung.
They did.
I never heard of a nigga.
You never?
They did. You know, I remember.
Then she mentioned something about the lung, but she ain't really connected to JayZ. She watched her words. But the most shocking thing that I seen from that video, that I don't know if anybody else pulled this out and I don't care, but I saw it. is that she admitted to gaslighting.
By the way, that's my head moderator right there.
What's up, sister?
JayZ.
Respect to you and your whole crew over here.
She did the
You
hair.
dig what I'm saying? There it is.
And she's, helped me document my gaslighting campaign.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Yeah, Tasha had me.
That was admitting to gaslighting. She pretty much said the woman she got is documenting her on her gaslighting tour. I don't have no hatred for Jaguar Wright, especially after that podcast interview. She can be very likable when she's not talking about that off the wall shit. She's very likable, but as another independent artist, I know what she's doing, and I'm not hating on her. She's sort of doing what I'm doing in a way on YouTube. It's just I'm not clickbaiting and I'm not gaslighting. I'm just on here talking about some of the stuff that I know. She is gaslighting in her own word.
There it is.
And she's, helped me document my gaslighting campaign.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Yeah, Tasha had me.
Like I said, that's probably going to be coming to a halt. I don't think you're going to be hearing her talk about JayZ a lot moving forward. But you got a lot of content from the past. I also want to say this. A lot of y'all are not used to people having their own brain or going against the grain. I am a content creator, as of course. And I know from being a content creator how people use stuff to push their page ahead. I just decided not to do it. I don't have a clickbait. But me telling y'all stuff about JayZ, telling y'all about how I don't think he gonna go down like that because of, the informants he has on his team, that's not me taking up for JayZ. If JayZ saw some of the stuff I said about him running with rats and him possibly being a rat, do you think he'd be on my side? But not only that, I have no reason to take up for the Carters. I have worked with the Carters 2 times, and it wasn't a good situation. In fact, with Beyonce, one of my first big gigs I got in LA is I was in the Soldier video.
On the freeway with that East Coast slang.
The quick story I have about that is there was a moment where all of the main featured male actors of this video, we got together and we started talking because I wasn't in the union and most of the people there was not in the union. A lot of videos, they don't use SAG. So, they can do foul stuff. And yeah, we got done foul. Not what y'all thinking. Stuff like we didn't get meals like we supposed to get. We didn't get a meal till after 12 hours. Like stuff that was breaking working laws. And this was like a 20-hour shoot. Well, me and others complained about it. And Beyonce herself actually heard us complaining. She called the whole set together, right? And said, any of y'all men that don't like the way you getting treated, leave right now. She said, because they act like this to video vixens. So we wanted to give y'all the same experience. Guess what? I got the fuck on out. Look, man, I came here, y'all said y'all needed some people, featured extras for a video. I ain't come here to get shown how a video vixen get treated. Get the fuck up on out of here. That's how I left. True story. So you know what they did? In the video Soldier, I actually had a scene with Beyonce, me and 2 other brothers spread out with her in front of us doing that. The girls in the BK. Yeah. That scene is gone. But I was in so many scenes, they had to keep something. So there's a shot right there that I was in.
On the freeway with that East Coast slang.
I have no reason to take up for these folks. I just be calling out bullshit that people say about Hollywood. On that note, there's someone that has also mentioned JayZ in the last couple days. He too is somebody that I know personally, and that is Jason Lee. The reason why I'm bringing him up is because I know him personally. I haven't talked to Jason in like 4 years, but I know how Jason Lee moves. I'm gonna say on this clip that I'm about to play y'all, I'm gonna play the clip first.
I'm getting calls, and I haven't even said anything. They ain't called me to go to the Rock Nation brunch. They haven't called me to go to the Gold Party.
To accept being honored.
They haven't called me when we offered to honor JayZ at the award show. They didn't call me to go to the press conference about striking the deal with the NFL while we were kneeling for Kaepernick. They didn't call me to ask me what I thought about her hair care product. I didn't get to go backstage on her tour for the Renaissance. In fact, when the video circulated, making it look like I've been chasing her around like a super fan, which I am a super fan, but I chase nobody. Nobody's called me to clear that up. I haven't gotten a delivery of. I stopped a major thing for Beyonce, but I am going to save this conversation for JayZ. JayZ, you're watching. I know you're watching, but you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know, you got people calling me. Call me yourself, because this right here is going to go viral. The way my job works, I am exhausted with people calling me about JayZ and Beyonce. You've never called for anything else, and I haven't even said anything about you yet. And yet I'm getting all these calls. I've gotten more calls over the weekend about JayZ and Beyonce. You know, I think this is an opportunity. Remember I said at the top of the show, or somewhere in the show, that I was in love with the entertainment industry until I found out it was Jeffrey Dahmer. This is part of the gnawing at the wrist that the industry does. You know, black excellence, we don't show up for each other like we should. And then when the shit's about to hit the fan or some shit, you think shit's about to hit the fan or some shit, you think I'm gonna go fan some shit. Now you're showing up. I think this is an opportunity to have a conversation, because I believe that we as a culture should be very supportive of each other before this stuff happens, so that way our proximity to it can help us tell the real story. That's why we got to be working together to tell. But I will tell you, to the audience, if I do come up missing, all the calls I've been getting have been about him. And listen, I haven't had any threatening calls. Nobody has said that they're going to hurt me, so I want to go on record for that.
I'm just going to add to that hearing him say that, there's probably more truth than exaggeration. Jason Lee, he is what he is, but you know, seeing him at parties and stuff like that, he's a nigga too. Point blank period. I don't, you know, whatever he got going on, but y'all know the other stuff he got going on. But he a nigga too. He from like Stockton, California, right? So he can exaggerate some stuff. But I know even about him exaggerating stuff, it's gonna be some truth to it. And even the way he was talking in that clip, it was almost like he's using his social media influence and power to be like, nah, y'all ain't never really rock with me. And now we know some stuff is about to come on out, keep the same energy. That's what it sounds like he's saying.
I haven't gotten a delivery of white flowers with a little card from Beyonce. Why is everybody calling me now?
All this stuff about him dying, yeah, I can see him exaggerating that and everything. But hey, I don't know. I ain't getting the calls. Maybe it is like that. I can say this. If he's saying that there's something on the pipeline and, you know, the Carters is trying to get cool with him, there's something there. Because right now, JayZ's in a period where he's really protecting his image. In case you haven't heard, he just lengthened the deal. They extended the contract that they had going on with Nation Sports and the NFL. Roger Goodell himself came out there and said he's very happy with what JayZ has did, and they has lengthened their deal and contract. He did not spew out any of the contract deals. He said the way that them and Rockefeller work is they don't even really talk about contracts. That's the level that he on there. Now, I already hear some of y'all, oh, there can't be nothing. NFL did a background check. Nah, the level that JayZ is on, if you're gonna talk about hip hop, it will be as if Barack Obama was a rapper. There's certain stuff that they got going on certain levels that you ain't gonna have access to get into. Even the NFL, and I already know, the NFL and the NBA, I know some players. The NFL and the NBA are known to do extensive research. As far as the draft prospects coming up, they already following them now as I'm talking to you. They know their friends, they know their records, they know where they stay at, they know where their friends stay at, they know where they dating, they know all of that. But we're talking about JayZ, and there are certain levels that even their clearances ain't gonna be able to get past. Like if I'm having a private party in my big mansion in the gated community with some of the processes they have of vetting people, like good luck getting into that circle, right? Which is why you hear stuff like JayZ's evil, Beyonce's evil, but you don't see no proof because that's how they move. And I know there's some skeletons in their closet. If you make it to where they make it in Hollywood, you're gonna have skeletons in their closet. But the way he moves, he if you find it, you might become a skeleton after that. And this is just allegedly. Because when it comes to this, I'm just like, y'all, I done heard all the rumors, but yet I have not seen anything. But I'm gonna say, based on Jason Lee, we probably gonna see something soon. And that is what it is. You know, I like JayZ just like how a lot of y'all younger than me. So y'all went through high school and college listening to Drake and Kendrick. Me, I went to high school and college, and we were it was JayZ and Nas. It went on to 50 and all that, yada yada yada. On this page, I don't really do gossip. Whenever I mention like celebrities such as Kendrick and Drake, JayZ, I always like to tie it in to our culture. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. With this whole JayZ thing, yeah, I'm gonna be watching. This is how I feel about this situation, but you know how I do on this channel. You let me know how you feel in the comment section about this. Oh, damn. I did what I was supposed to do. I finished the water. Moxy out.